Check that out. And then check this out, bacon. My favorite coffee in the world, Kaladi Brothers Coffee. Hey guys, 14 years ago, I bought a replacement dinghy for my sailboat, and I never used it. I put it in storage because I was waiting for when I came back to California to use it. When I came back to California, I ended up selling the boat. So anyways, I stuck that dinghy and a brand new motor in storage 14 years ago, and I went over to storage and it was still there. And check this out, I was able to blow it up and everything seems to be working totally fine. Check that out. So there's the dinghy. It's in remarkably good condition for being as old as it is. I mean, it looks really brand new. There's only one little issue I see with this entire thing. It's blown up most of the way. It's got the little storage bin, which is super cool. On this part right here is where the oar platform mounts. I guess it was warped up a little bit, so it came off. So I'll have to probably heat that up, reshape it, and then glue it back down with some rubber cement. But other than that piece right there, it's held air for the last couple of days, which is fantastic. I didn't blow it up too super tight, but I wanted to kind of make sure it was holding air. So that's awesome. And this dinghy has an inflatable, kind of like you see the stand-up paddle boards. This bottom inflates and gets really hard so you can stand on it. And then 2 seats. And then check this out, the motor, which is I never started this motor. I basically just bought it and stuck it in storage. It's brand new. It was in the box. I ended up getting rid of the box because I was going to use it. And so I mounted it up on the back of the boat. And so I wanted to make sure it fit. So I put it on the back of the boat on a little trailer. And then I took a picture. I'm going to show you that picture right now of my daughter sitting in the boat with the little motor on there. And once I did that, I ended up taking it off, put it in storage with the dinghy, and it sat there for 14 years. So I also have the fuel tank here, which I found in storage as well. And it seems to be totally intact and in shape with her little life vest. So you're going to see that she's not so little anymore. I've been paying all the registration fees on this thing, so I'll have a filing cabinet here, and here's the file for it. And in here, there's 2013, 15, 19, 17, ooh, 21. These are the muscle. You don't even need these, so I don't know why I paid those, because it's in the ocean. Oh, hey, there's 2023. I've been paying that this entire time and never used it, so it's about time I used that. All right, let's get to getting that. I'm going to put the CF numbers on that right now. All right, so I've got my CF numbers on the boat. Let's take a look at that really quick. And let's see here. See if I can figure out how to get you guys over there. But there we go. CF numbers right there. And they went up pretty good. They're stickers, so hopefully they will stay. I have to kind of heat them up a little bit, make sure they stick on there. But that is that. All right, guys. Hey, I want to quickly show you a couple things. One thing, I'm loading up the car. One of the last trips I have to take in the car to get stuff to the boat. And check this out. It's full. So in here is the dinghy all packed up. I've got 2 of our massive sleeping bags that we're going to use for bedding instead of just regular bedding. A little cart so I can run stuff to the boat. 2 stand-up paddle boards are in here. Another sleeping bag because we're going to have guests coming. That's another reason for the sleeping bags. Rope I'm going to make the bridle out of. And then let's see, I think in here you can see more of that. There's the second paddle board, second massive. These sleeping bags are just absolutely huge. We're quite close. There we go. And then in here, just some electronic stuff, a few hangers, couple of blankets for hanging out, and then some documentation from the dinghy forward to keep on the boat, so that I've got all the docks for the dinghy all ready to go. But right now we got to get over to the boat and unload that stuff. I've got to update all the firmware on the electronics, just make sure we got everything updated, and then I can load. And then I got to sync the Raymarine to my iPad. I don't have an iPad. I have a tablet, Android tablet. So get those synced so that I can move files over without having to take the SD card out. You still have to move it. Oh, it's kind of complicated, but whatever. Onto the boat. We'll see you. All right, guys. I've been super busy. So I was at the boat and we were getting, actually I was going to the boat. We were bringing a big carload of stuff there. I brought that carload of stuff there. So that was the dinghy. I brought the motor there. I brought all the extra stuff that we needed to the boat, and then all the stuff that we didn't need on the boat, I took it off the boat. And the dinghy is all set up. I'll have to show you that. Show you a picture probably here. Yeah. Ooh, cool. And then I checked the motor out today because I went to the boat this morning. So the last final things, I also went and I what do you call it? I calibrated the autopilot so that it has better. It follows directions better. There's an auto calibration thing, and I did it, and I forgot to hit the save button. I saved it afterwards. I don't know if it really saved or not. Anyways, I probably have to recalibrate it anyways, probably on the way out. But let me show you what I am up to today. And if we go in here, I am food prepping. I don't know if that looks good or not, but it is going to be tasty. This is curry with chicken. I got carrots, green beans, and then water chestnuts, things like that. I did 4 packets of that, so that's going to be 4 separate meals there. If we go over here, I broke out my refrigerator, my mobile refrigerator, and inside here I have 3. Let's see if we can see that. So I've got 3 packets in here. God, I even forget what this is. You can see how these are flat packed, frozen at 0. What are those? I can remember what those are. I even froze. My daughter loves this artichoke dip from Costco. I froze one of them so that she will have one later. So we have one that'll be in the refrigerator, and I'm froze one so it'll be frozen. What did I make there? I have to think about that. I can't even remember what I'm making now, but if you look over here, I am making bacon, and I got 5 pounds of bacon. I'm going to make it up in advance, and so I make that up in advance so that all you have to do is heat it up or just eat it, and we'll throw that in the refrigerator, some in the freezer section. So that's going to be, so that's 7 meals so far to make it, so easy meals. I really want about 8 easy meals, and the rest we can cook while we're at anchor and stuff like that. But if we're underway, I want to have easy meals that we can heat up pretty quick. All right, that's it for now. Back to you in a moment with more information. So these right here, salsa verde chicken, with sorts of chicken and things like that added so we can make tacos. Let's take a look around and see what kind of mess I have here. But these are the provisions for going sailing, and it's a lot of stuff. I don't know where the heck I'm going to put it. It can't all stay out here. But let's see what I have here really quick. Bags of stuff, and let's take a look. So if I start pointing some stuff out, like in these, like we got chips. I am bringing a teenage girl with me, my daughter, so she wants chips. So I got chips and dip and things like that. I did find this big old thing of Gatorade here for the powdered Gatorade. That's going to be awesome to mix up Gatorade. In this box, I have a bunch of emergency supplies for with like dehydrated foods, things like that. Then I have in this bag here, I have these lactated milks. Now these things are good, not refrigerated, through December 27th of this year. So that is a good long time. Then we've got our rice over here. We've got I mean, well, there's just a ton of stuff. Bags and bags and bags of stuff. Things like coffee. Where is my coffee? That's important. Here's the coffee right here. My favorite coffee, Kaladi Brothers coffee. I got a whole pound of coffee to bring with me. And then some extra oil in case I need to change the oil in the outboard. I brought this, which is a Mobil 1 Racing 4T. That'll be just fine for the 4-stroke motor. And then this is turbo diesel truck oil for the boat, just in case I might need that for some reason. Hopefully not. Right now, I need to figure out a place to put all this stuff, so I'm not going to bore you with a whole time lapse thing. I'm just going to see if I can put it away, and then I'll get back to you. Holy smokes. Hey guys, look at this. I actually was successful in getting this thing cleaned up. You can see I had to put a bunch of snacks over here. Those are all the chips. You'll certainly know where those are. It's like breakfast bars and things like that. Then we go into coffee, teas, and then down here, I actually put one of the coffee makers over here. One of the coffee makers over here. And I was able to put a bunch of canned foods up in here. And some more stuff over here. Seasonings. Some of the stuff will end up going in the refrigerator, like the strawberry spread. I could probably just stick in there now. But once I do that, then I'm going to move some other stuff over here, because on the other side of the boat, if we come way over here, we're going to see, I had to stick some cereal. This is like the granola, oats and things like that up in here, which isn't really a good place for it, but that's what I came up with. It's just hard to believe I put all the food on this thing. But underneath the settee here is I just jam-packed that full of stuff. And then I end up having to stick some stuff. We come around this side of the boat over here. I had to put the coffee maker down here, the big old thing of Gatorade over there. And that's just going to have to do. I think that we are pretty close here. And we're just looking to... now I've got to bring all the refrigerated stuff. I froze a bunch of meals so that they'll be easy to make, and that'll be ready to go. But I just need to basically get back to the house, get some other stuff together, and we will be ready to go. Holy smokes. So I don't know if I told you guys, this is a father-daughter trip now from San Francisco area down to the Channel Islands. So some of you people in California know there's people talk about Catalina Island, Santa Cruz Island, things like that. It's about 2 days, 2.5, depending on the weather. We had a weather window for Tuesday to go, but I had also had a company installing a prop line cutter. So in case we hit some kelp fields or crab traps, things like that, that I won't have to jump in the water. And I wasn't going to wait because Tuesday's a perfect day to go. But I'm going to wait. I want to make this a good trip for my daughter and for me, and so we want to do it again. And so we're kind of waiting for the right weather window to do this, so we have kind of a smooth ride going down. It'd be a little rough coming back anyways, so if you know the California coast, you can kind of cruise down the coast pretty well, but coming back up is pretty tough. So things that have changed our plans. We originally planned to go to Hawaii. I was going to go to Hawaii, have the family meet me there. My wife is having another surgery for her breast cancer treatment. So that's coming up at the end of June, so we want to be back for that. So we can get down to the Channel Islands. My daughter and I are sailing down, and then my son and my wife are going to meet us down there. They're going to drive down, take a ferry over, and meet us for a weekend, and then we'll sail back up, and we'll all be back in time for her surgery and be able to take care of that, and that should be great. So really the next things to do right now, I've got the frozen stuff at home. I have the final prep for the weather routing, and that's about it. We may take, we have some family members coming into town this weekend. We may take them out for a quick cruise. Other than that, we're ready to go. I will see you guys as we take off. See ya.